particularly Voyager.
Okay, welcome back to Liquid Lunch. It's me, Hugh. I'm back from fishing, and I've got a new co-host today. Really excited to be doing a show with Marla Lukofsky, and we don't know how this is going to go exactly, Marla, because although we have had almost an hour to kind of prep for the show, which is unusual. Normally, there's no prep whatsoever.
Oh, well, you asked me to come here at 8 o'clock in the morning. We've had a lot of time to chat. Not to mention that you said you've got this humongous crystal over your doorway, which means that there's positive energy in the room. So
That's
not
right.
to worry, because you believe in it. So you don't have to worry.
Believe in it,
I
though.
worry, so I'm like, really, concerned.
See, you don't even, but I know you said to me, do you believe in that woo-woo stuff?
So are you a woo-woo kind of guy?
And I said, yes, I am.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, everything will be fine.
I can't believe you don't believe in the woo-woo stuff.
Not at all, but I am incredibly superstitious because, it's like the walking under the ladder. One year I said, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm going to walk under the ladder. The next day I was fired from CBC. I went, never again.
Because you walked under a ladder?
No, but, well, it was something ridiculous, but,
But, I mean, just from a safety point of view, it
felt very safe under that ladder.
You're not supposed to, like, just... It felt safe?
When I stepped away from the ladder, a bucket of paint fell on me. It wasn't under the ladder, it was outside the ladder. So, no. I'm very skeptical of these things, obviously.
Well, see, the thing is about that one. I mean, I understand the superstition about walking under a ladder, but I recently, actually, a few weeks ago, I was up north again, one of my friends, tearing down his cottage, right? So we had to put up ladders to, like, climb up on his roof. And there was a couple of times when I had the opportunity to walk under the ladder. And I chose not to, not because of superstition, but because it's just not safe. Like, if you go to a plant, you work in a plant, they'll give you a safety lecture, and one of the rules is... What do you think is
going to happen under that ladder?
A bucket of paint could fall off, just like you said.
No, like I said, it's on the ledge on the outside, so no. It's far more dangerous outside of that little teepee of wood.
Okay, so you walk under ladders as a...
No, now I don't do anything superstitious. No, I'm scared of everything.
Oh, really? Do you believe in superstition?
Very.
Okay, so that's... See, I call that woo-woo.
Okay, well, like when I was a stand-up, if I ever had a bad show, I never wore that outfit again.
Really?
After 10 years, I had nothing to wear.
How did that go over?
Yeah.
It's legal in Ontario.
People were paying me to put my clothes on. That's why I became very rich as a stripper. Thank you. Somebody's listening.
Oh, we were talking. You mentioned just before we came on, I asked you if you like Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
And you said you did. You like which one, Voyager?
I like Voyager very much.
Okay, well, I don't like Voyager that much.
Of
why do you like it so much?
Because there's a woman in charge. That's why you don't like it. Oh.
No, I think. Oh, you know what? They were supposed to have. Who was it that was supposed to be the actor playing that role? It was either Karen. Was it Karen Black?
Well, I hope not, because
Or Genevieve Bujold. One or the other was supposed to be instead of whoever that is.
I never heard that.
That's the.
I think they picked the perfect person.
You think?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. See, that's what
she's amazing.
To me, it's the casting has really gone downhill since the original series. Each one has got worse casting. Like, come on, Neelix?
I don't know how this is going to go.
Neelix?
We don't agree on anything so far.
Come on, Neelix should not even be on TV.
I think he represents a lot of minorities, and I think that's really good, politically correct.
It's got nothing, to me, it's nothing to do with minorities. It's just like, I don't like the character of Neelix, right?
Do you like 7 of 9? Most men do.
She's the one with the...
breasts? Yeah. And the tight outfit? Yeah.
Now, okay. She's the exception. That's good casting.
Yeah, all men love that. Yeah, there you go. You've shown your colors, Hugh.
No, but here's the other thing. No, but because I actually have hardly ever seen any Voyager episodes, but yesterday there was one on that I did catch, and I was mesmerized for the entire show. You know why?
No.
Because guess who the principal bad guy character was? Played by?
Who?
By Jason Alexander, if you can believe that.
God.
George Costanza as the bad alien.
God. I can't believe that.
It was like I couldn't...
Was he walking around space looking for a job? Hiding from his parents?
He was like, no, he was really evil, if you can imagine
Can't believe
Very
that.
serious, but I can't help but think that it's funny.
It's called typecasting and stuff, but he must have loved it.
Well, he is so funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. And he's lost weight. Have you seen any commercials lately?
No, I haven't.
He's sharing with Valerie Bertinelli. Yeah, he's lost weight. He's been on that diet. He rips off his clothes and he's dancing away. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
Well, you wouldn't know about that stuff.
No. Well,
So, how was your fishing trip?
it was okay. It's good.
Did you catch any?
Not too many.
Ah.
No, the fishing wasn't that good this year. I didn't bring. Blue wanted some fish, but I really wanted to catch a lake trout. That's my. It's not so easy to catch them, but I barely even caught any bass.
Do you use the right bait?
Worms. We talked.
You might want to try kosher salami.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I do remember my
Well,
uncle
you think
doing
about
that.
it. You would open. There'd be more fish that
Can
would be
of
willing
worms
to
by
bite.
doing that? Yeah. Well, no, I'm
Right?
telling you, I think you would do well with the kosher salami. It seemed to bring in hordes of fish.
Because there are certain fish that just won't eat the straight worms.
That's right. It's not that tasty. Pretty repulsive, actually. All this time, people might be getting a lot more fish if they stopped using the worms. Because all this time, the worms are going, why do they keep giving us these worm shit? You know? It doesn't taste
Exactly.
good at all. Give them
Yeah.
some processed cheese. People love that. Fish love that.
You know, once somebody once told me that you could use dough balls to catch carp.
Okay.
Right? You just take like some fresh bread and
Did it work?
make,
Did you ever try it?
Bundle it into a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but the dough balls fall apart very easily.
Yep.
I actually didn't catch anything.
Totally makes
And you know what?
sense.
The carp love worms too. So like,
I'm sure.
why not stick with the worms?
Yeah. Sure. Conditioning.
They stay on the hook.
Sure. Ooh, how could they not?
But you don't like the worms.
Hate
do ya?
worms. Makes me sick. I won't come out of my apartment when it rains.
Which is weird. Well, I mean, I didn't think there were that many worms.
There are so
walking around
many
in
you
Toronto.
don't know. You don't even notice. You walk outside and you're going. I mean, you don't even notice. You're stepping on these things. They're swirling around. The mucus, the smell, it permeates the atmosphere. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate
But
worms.
No, you said in L.A. all they have is snails. They
In
don't have
LA,
worms.
where I lived happily, no worms, just snails. And
Yeah.
snails are very cute and they're kind and everything, and they don't stink. And you know, when you walk out, you just lift them up, the suction cup, you move them to the grass, everything's fine.
Well, I have a friend who lives up in Newmarket, and he said that one time when he was a teenager, I guess it was a rainy, whatever kind of night it was, he was out taking a walk down the sidewalk, and somehow the sidewalk was covered with like a million of these little snails.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess we got snails too sometimes,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes.
Anyway, he said that as he walked, all he heard was the crunch of
I
the
know.
poor snail shells, and he said he felt so bad. You know?
I went through that too. Yep. Crunch, guilt. Crunch, guilt. Yeah, it's an awful, awful feeling when you hear that
It's
shell.
almost like, sometimes it makes you wonder, you go through life, try not to hurt anything, but you can't help but hurt
Can't
hurt
help
things
it.
and kill animals and beings and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's terrible.
Okay. All right, Marla, we have to stop chatting
All
and get
right.
on with the show. So I'll tell you what we got. We've got Krista Urban coming on. She's I think she's in Texas or somewhere like that, and we're going to
Oh,
Skype
yeah.
with her. She's a nurse.
Right,
She's a
great.
shaman.
Yay. Is she going to read you or me?
See, woo-woo stuff.
Yeah, here we go.
Right?
I'm ready for her.
Okay. Then we got Leon Saul coming in. He's a playwright, author, publisher, multi-talented guy.
Da-da-da-da.
He's got a poem called a play, I believe, called
It
The
starts
Golden
with a P.
Seed.
It's in the P file.
Leon's been here before. He's a great guy. Looking forward to that coming
Great.
up about
Yeah.
1 o'clock. We have actress Supinder Rach. I hope I'm saying that correctly. She's coming in towards the end of the show, but we're going to start the show off in a few minutes with Jacqueline Francis. The Fringe is over, but the best of the Fringe is continuing, and
Yeah.
she's in a play called Short Story Long, and we're going to talk with Jacqueline
That's going to be
in a
good.
couple of minutes. So
Great.
we'll find out if, I don't know, we'll just talk to her about the play and see how it goes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So Liquid Lunch is underway. It's Thursday, July 15th. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes with Jacqueline Francis. ThatChannel.com.
Like with a leaf.